Good afternoon, everybody. I am your course teacher for the subject Microwave Engineering, and this is your lecture number one. And your course code is DEE 511. First of all, this subject name Microwave and Radar Engineering consists of two parts: microwave engineering and radar engineering. In this particular PPT, we will cover the microwave engineering part or the introduction to the microwaves. Okay. Now, first of all, we are discussing about what are microwaves. Microwaves are a form of electromagnetic radiations, and their wavelength ranges from 1 meter to 1 millimeter. Okay. These microwave radiations are having the frequencies from 300 gigahertz to 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. As the name suggests, you will think that micro means very very small. It doesn't mean the wavelength is in the range of micrometer. The microwaves means the wavelength of these waves are very very smaller as compared to the radio waves which are prior used to microwave technologies. Radio wave is the older technology as compared to the microwave technology, and uh, microwave technology is a recent technology. Okay, so in microwaves you can see that, or these microwaves are generally used for wireless communication, remote sensing, and certain applications in which the cable-less technologies are there. So here the medium of transmission is either air or vacuum, and here you can see the relationship between the frequency and the wavelength is inversely proportional, and as the frequency increases you can see that the wavelength reduces, because the frequency is nothing but the number which are passing through 1 second. Okay, so if in 1 second the number of cycles are more, means the frequency is very very high. In this case the wavelength is become smaller because the wave shrinks. We can say that this is a shrink wave, having a very high frequency and very short wavelength. Short wavelength, the wavelength in it can be in meters, millimeters, centimeters. It is the distance between the two crests or the two consecutive um, cycles. Okay, then here you can see it is a comparatively low frequency which is having a very long wavelength as compared to above. This is the relationship between the frequency and wavelength. You can see the frequency C is equal to F into lambda, where F is the frequency of the signal or the microwave signal frequency, and lambda is the wavelength, where C is the speed of the light. C is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, F is the frequency in hertz, and lambda is the wavelength in meters. So whenever you are using a different unit, you have to put them accordingly in your expression. And here you can see this expression holds for the microwave signals, and for those signals that uses air or vacuum as a medium. So when the frequency got doubles, and when we compare this speed with the speed of the light, the wavelength got half, and when the frequency become half, the wavelength become doubles. So it is having a direct relationship. So here I have given you the electromagnetic spectrum, range of frequency, and its bands. You can see here my slide is being cut in the heading part. Okay, so sorry for that. Here it is written that I'm showing here the electromagnetic spectrum frequency bands. And you can see that electromagnetic frequency spectrum ranges from 3 kilohertz to greater than 15 exahertz. Exa means 10 to the power 18, Peta is 10 to the power 15, tera is 10 to the power 12, giga is 10 to the power 9. And sorry, this is microwave. Okay, and it is not shown easily because it is written in white and is highlighted in white, so it is been hidden here. So here it is written microwave, and the frequency ranges from 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. Kilo is 10 to the power 3 and mega is 10 to the power 6. So you can see here the gamma rays are having very very high frequency. Then the X-rays are having a lower frequency as compared to the this gamma rays, and radio frequency are very very small. Okay, then microwave is the frequency which lies in the middle of the infrared and radio frequencies. Radio frequency are used in radio communication, you always know it. Microwave frequencies are having a very wide, vast or broad usage in, they are used in medical fields, they are used in the treatment of certain diseases, they are also used in military communication and military applications. Microwaves are also used for communications. Communications are the main main part of the microwave. They are being utilized more in communication parts, satellite communication, broadcasting, mobile communication, telecommunication. Okay, and they are also used in home appliances like microwave ovens, and the appliances for transponders, or to make the satellites, certain equipments like magnetrons, amplifiers, etc. And navigation purposes, remote sensing. You can see that Mangalyaan has been launched, and you can able to see the pictures of Mangalyaan and able to study what kind of environment and soil it is having. So this is called remote sensing. When you can't go to the object and physically touch and examine it, you will generally use remote sensing. And it is used for the places where the human can't go, such as the underneath water, or certain places like green land was there, Arctic Circle is there. The human can't reach there, so to study their environment, we use remote sensing for weather forecasting also. And there are a lot of advantages, a lot of applications of microwave. You can't even imagine the microwave extents and their broadness, their applications. They are everywhere. They have been utilized in every field of engineering, in every field of the human life. Okay, infrared is having a certain application, like in a TV remote also, to operate certain devices from the distance. And visible light, your eyes is very sensible to the visible light, you already know this. And ultraviolet radiation, some of them come from the sun and blocked by ozone layer because they're very harmful to the skin of the humans. But these ultraviolet rays are being utilized in the controlled laboratory and conditions for to kill certain bacteria and to treat certain disease. X-rays can't penetrate the solid objects because of their frequency, and they are blocked by the very high density particles, and they can penetrate through the flesh. So they are used to generate the X-ray imaging. And gamma rays are also used, and they are also having the various applications in the field of medical engineering and nuclear sciences. Microwave, our focus is on microwaves, so we will not discuss rest of the electromagnetic spectrum. So we will now onward discuss only microwaves. Okay, so this microwaves, they are also further divided. This range, this their band is also further divided into smaller bands. One microwave band, it having a very very high frequency, and if a single channel is of frequency up to few kilohertz or few megahertz, then a gigahertz bandwidth of the microwave band can accommodate more than thousands of channels. So you can see here the microwaves are having a very high or very large capacity, carrying capacity of the signals. Okay, the rest of the bands are S band, C band, X band, KUK, KV, W and MM. The letters are having their usual meaning, and I will tell you in the next slide what is the meaning of these letters. Like L stands for long waves, S for short. The next I will tell you the satellite usually work in C band. Our mobiles and mobile towers work in the C band. KU band is used for direct to home services. X band is used for radar services. And there are a lot of different applications for different microwave bands. Here I have told you what is the meaning of L means long wave because they are having very small frequency. The wavelength is very very long as compared to other waves. S means short waves. Short waves means having a shorter wavelength as compared to the above. See the compromise between X and S. Ku is kurz under. Kurz is a German word which means short. So these waves are very, very short wavelength because their frequency is very high. I had already told you the relationship between the frequency and wavelength is inversely proportional to each other. So Ku means kurz, K is kurz, and the frequencies which are lower than K, these are the frequencies which are lower than K, right? Is called kurz under, and the frequency which are greater than K is called kurz above. And these are the high frequencies. Don't get confused with VHF. VHF is also called very high frequency. But as compared to the bands of the microwave, V is considered to be at higher side. And W is nothing but it follows with letter B also, that is called W. These L, S, C, X are according to 501 2002 standard of IEEE. There are certain other standards also like uh, ITU standards were there, and ABCD standards are also there to designate the microwave band. Then there are certain bands. Radar Society is also given its own designation to the bands. Frequency remains the same, but the name of the bands are different for different standards. Now, next slide 3 to 4 times. Every time I will not get the voice and I will get frustrated. This is the first slide. I think you are able to understand what I am saying. So to learn what is K, K, A, K, U, K is the frequency from 18 to 27 gigahertz. And any frequency which is lower than K is called KU. Any frequency which is greater than K is called KA. Okay, application of the microwave band. I have already shown you certain application. Here also the detailed application given, and you can see here the L band is using GSM, mobile, military applications, soil monitoring, forest measurement. Okay, so you can see various applications. There are also a lot of applications for there. You can also explore them from the internet. If I make a dedicated slide on the microwave application, I need to present it by using a 15 different PPTs because the applications are very, very vast. You can't cover them in a slide. Okay? So still, it is your work to explore more applications. Now, effect on health. See, microwave radiations are everywhere. You can see they are produced by TV, radio transmitter, heater, microwave radiations produced by radar devices, dish antenna, microwave oven. These are the radio frequency devices, radio transmitter, etc. And these are the microwave devices. And now microwave are being also produced by your mobile phones. When you speak to anybody more than 15 minutes, your head gets and your hand gets heated up because they are having the damaging heating effect, and they are very fine to damage a single cell of your body and can result in a lot of medical conditions like cancers and something which is non-treatable. So they are having their disadvantage. Disadvantages, the first and the foremost disadvantage which I can discuss here is the attenuation. See, they are attenuated by the solid objects. So whenever you see your television or direct to home, uh, sorry, any direct to home services, so when rain comes, the signal will also come in your screen that there is probably raining outside, so your set-top box is not receiving signal. This is because the microwave is being blocked by rain, dust, fog, birds, and that's why they are blocked by these uh, during transmission. And second, also, uh, they are much expensive to build long towers. See, towers are not so expensive to build because if a satellite and a tower is costing 300 crore and like a 100 crore for example, so it hardly 1 rupee per head because according to the population of India, so they are not so costly. Yes, but the towers are very damaging to the your society. If they are in residential area, you can't go near to a tower less than 10 meters because they always continuously emits harmful radiations. And I seen people which who are having the microwave towers at their homes, they have installed to get money from the company, so their children are born with neural defects and down syndromes, so they are having certain birth defect also. So this is the main disadvantage associated with these towers. So generally these towers are being installed at remote areas where the human population is very low or there is nobody. Um, okay, reflected from flat surfaces. If this microwave are reflected from flat surfaces, then only you are getting these microwave signals from the satellite because they are reflected by the satellite. Okay, if they are having the tendency to penetrate the atmosphere, and if there is no metallic transmitter or antenna or satellite which is being installed at this space, if there is no satellite, they can penetrate and they will never come back. So satellite is just a repeater or a transmitter of the microwave radiation, and this satellite are used to transmit these microwave radiation throughout the globe, broadcasting these radiation to very large distances, so that these signals can reach uh, any kind of location or located on the earth, because few signals are not means transmitted because of the limitation due to line of sight communication. The next disadvantage is diffraction, reflection by atmosphere. Okay, the advantages are also there because it is having a very high information carrying capacity, and you can accommodate large number of channels in your microwave band, because if your channel bandwidth is in the range of few hertz or few kilohertz, the microwave band which is of few gigahertz can accommodate more than thousands of channels easily. So it is having a very large information carrying capacity which cannot be neglected. Okay, this is the main thing you can see here. This is the main thing you can see in the microwave. Next advantage is, see, the per head cost is very low, and you can access to the this technology very easily. Then high frequency short will requires, yes, this microwave are having a very small wavelength. So small wavelength require a small size antenna, and the frequency and the size of the antenna are inversely proportional. So as the frequency increases, you can see, as the frequency increases, you can see the size of the antenna become smaller. So microwaves require very small antenna. You can see the your mobile is having inbuilt antenna. See, you can imagine it is a very small antenna. Just it is possible because of using this microwave. Okay. So in this lecture, we have covered many things like microwave, band, designation, interpretation, applications, advantage, disadvantages, IEEE spectrum, and various uh, standards, microwave uses, etc. In the next lecture, we will be covering radar engineering. Okay, what is radar? What are the applications of radar? And where it is being used, and we should also have a doubt clearing, dedicated doubt clearing session on this if somebody is having a problem in any kind of, but I think there is no problem in this, everything is clear. You can also view this lecture in my YouTube channel. I will share a link to your captains. Until then, take care and have a nice day.